everybody, it is Thursday, May 14th, and I want to make a video, give you an update what's going on here at the farm, and also in response to a lot of questions that we had about our farm sales, when we're going to start that and everything. I wanted to let you know that we're probably going to start in June, so in about 2 weeks. It's been very cold and things have been growing slower than normal, so we haven't had a lot of abundance yet, but it is coming. I will show you everything that we have in the ground, and I'll show you the vegetables and in a little while, but it will be in early June that we're gonna start sales. All right, so just starting my little tour right here in the pasture. See how these guys are doing. So they've been out on pasture for a good 2 weeks now, and as you can see, the pasture actually looks really beautiful. This right here, they've eaten it down, and they're gonna go tonight. We give them fresh grass twice a day, so tonight they're gonna get this gorgeous lush mix of clover and different grasses that you see here. So they love that. Really good for them. And I have videos if you wanted to see how we do the rotational grazing. Definitely check out earlier videos, and you'll see how we set up this fencing and how we move them and how much they get, and all of that is detailed in there. So these two mothers that we have, they're gonna give birth again in June and July, so we're expecting 2 new calves. Here's Mama Oshi and Mama Jasmine right here. So I'm not milking them anymore, giving them a 3 months break from milking. So right now they're just hanging out all together with pride, just hanging out on pasture all day long, basically. Very happy with that. All right, so I'm gonna head over to the either the greenhouse or the orchard, and I'm gonna show you what's going on in there. All right, so I'm in the high tunnel right now, which I usually call greenhouse. But anyway, it's called a high tunnel also, and just wanted to show you what we have in here. So today was very exciting because we actually got the tomatoes in the ground. So all this first row here on the left is tomatoes, and then there's another one right here, and there's one more right here. So I'm very excited that we're able to get these guys in because they were getting big and it was time for them to get in the ground, but we couldn't get them in before today because it's been so cold, and it's been at night a lot of frost, so that's not good for the tomatoes. But now they're in, and the predictions for nighttime temperatures look decent, so we'll hope that everything's good from now on. And in the middle here you see lettuces, and you can see some cilantro right here, whole bed of cilantro, and these 2 beds, more lettuces on the right, and the left is arugula and mustard greens and mizuna. Okay, so that's what we got here. And these guys have been producing a little bit, and they will keep producing, and we'll be selling some of them, like I said, in a couple of weeks. Right now the high tunnel is closed because it's getting cold towards the end of the day, but in the morning we open it up and everything gets vented, and things are very happy in here. So let me go and show you around the orchard. Alright, so this is another part of our field. As you can see, everything's outside, and everything is most of this has been planted already. the white covers are actually just to give a little bit of protection for the crops, either protection against the cold or insects. And then you can see some garlic that's getting quite tall. And the crops in this field right now are a lot of more lettuces, more cilantro, more greens like spinach and arugula and mustard mizuna greens. And then these black tarps over here are just covering the soil because we haven't planted anything yet, but we are going to in the next 2 weeks or so. And then here is a really beautiful apple tree. Let me get a little bit further away from it. But one of our apple trees, and I'll show you the orchard. This guy just kind of is by himself here. It got stuck here, and we never took it out to put it in the orchard, but it's doing really well right here where it is. It's grown a lot. And let's see what else. I got some oriental poppies that have been spreading over the past 2 years, and they're amazing. I'm so happy that they're spreading all this green foliage here. I'll make a video when they come out, when they bloom, but they're just really stunning, and they're perennial, so I love that. And here is my quince tree. Here's my oldest one, and that one, that little one, was just planted last year. But I love quince, and hopefully we'll get some this year. Last year we didn't get any because of gypsy moth. That was just really terrible for the past 3 years, but we expect that this year there's not going to be any because that's what their cycle is like. So hopefully I'll be getting some quinces, which I love. And these are tall spindle apple trees, so all of them in bloom. We got about 50 of them. You can see, as far as you can see, this trellis. So they're a special type of apple tree, very popular in Europe, not as popular here. And these trees are about 4 or 5 years old, and they produce a lot of apples. They do require more maintenance than a standalone tree, but it's just nice to have a whole variety of them, you know, that require different things and may have different harvests, and so they smell amazing. All right, and lastly, before this gets way too long, I'm gonna go to the orchard, which I've shown you guys before. Oh, I didn't even show you the strawberries, but there's not really that much to see. They're flowering, strawberries and blueberries. But I don't want to get too long with this. So I'm going to show you, here's the main orchard. So we got apple trees right here. This whole first 2 rows actually are apple trees. Gorgeous grass in between. Look at this grass and clover. The animals graze in between the trees, and they fertilize the trees at the same time, and they get amazing grass. Then we're coming up now on the peach trees, and these guys have bloomed now for, I think, about 3 weeks ago they started blooming. So these are the last of the blooms that are still on them, and it's been so precarious with all the frost we've had in the past 3 weeks. So, but the blooms still look good, so I'm really hoping that we're gonna be getting peaches this year. And then here we're coming to the Asian pears, and these guys have already bloomed also, and they're done. And then further on we're getting into the European pears and a couple of plum trees. So that's it. Hopefully this is not too long, and hopefully you guys are all doing well, and thank you so much for everybody who has been asking. There's been a lot of demand this year, for a farm and local food and farm grown foods. So we're grateful for that, and we will definitely keep you informed. If you're on our distribution list, you'll be hearing from us when we start selling, as I said, in about 2 weeks. All right, have a lovely evening, and we'll talk to you soon.